good Sunday. It's Reverend Rackers with the DP Ministries. First of all, here to tell all you mothers, Happy Mother's Day to the mamas. Happy Mother's Day to the ladies out there. You got to say Happy Mother's Day, because some of you pushed us out of your vaginas. Some of you were cut open like fish and had us brought out of your bellies. So, moms, thank you for all of that. Thank you for all you did for us throughout our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, meat and potatoes in today's sermon, my people. First, we're going to start off with something Johnny Cash wrote. Father Cash wrote something that I love, and we're going to read it to you. It's about a flag. It's about the flag. I love my country. I just don't love a lot of stuff that's going on with it. But first, I'm going to read you something to inspire. I walked through a county courthouse square. On a bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, your old courthouse is kind of ran down. He said, no, son, that'll do for our little town. I said, your old flagpole's leaned a little bit, and there's a ragged old flag hanging on it. He said, have a seat, and I sat down. He said, is this the first time you've been to our little town? I said, I think it is. He said, I don't like to brag, but I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole there when Washington took it across the Delaware, and it got powder burned. The night Francis Scott Key sat up, writing them, say, can you see? It got a real rip in New Orleans with Pakenham and Jackson tugging at its seams, and it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag. But it waved on, though. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on their ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she took a big hit from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp low a time or two. She was in Korea. She was in Vietnam. She went where she was sent by Uncle Sam. She waved on the ships from a briny foam, but now she's about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, refused, and the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare, and she's wearing kind of thin, but she's in great shape for the shape she's in, because she's been through the fire before, and she'll be through a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, and we bring her down slowly at night. We never let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, people, like you like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag. Now, congregation, that should mean something to you. In some way or another, that should mean something to you. It means a lot to me. It reminds me of a day, just a simpler day, when kids could go be kids, when you could play cops and robbers at school, pretend to have a fake gun, and not get arrested as a 5-year-old, not get suspended as a 6-year-old, because you were terrorists threatening other kids? My people, that's ridiculous. We need to go back. We need to be a little less sensitive. The kids can't hold hands on playgrounds at school anymore. You can't hold hands with your little girlfriend. That's ridiculous, people. That's ridiculous. imagination away from the children. We're taking interaction away from the children. And it's just so we can breed robotics. Robot children to do what they say. They don't have a mind. I try to instill wisdom in mine. But many people don't. No, they don't. And we got a whole group of people that are jobless out there. And they don't want to go back to work. And that's because, well, plain and simple. They've been given food. They're given rent assistance, bill assistance, money. They're actually making more off the government than what they get paid at a job. Now, how is that an incentive to go back to work? How are you supposed to rise up from your shit lives and go be something if the government's going to pay you to sit there on your ass more than you'd make in an actual job? It's ridiculous. My taxpayers, your taxpayer money, are going to this bullshit. You could be sending money to the Reverend to help heal people, but you gotta send money to the government because lazy motherfuckers don't want to work. Also, I'm getting tired, folks. We got a man who's been appointed to the head of FDA that was the president of the company that's created all this genetic growth hormones and shit that's in our food. How is that right? How is that man supposed to be part of the FDA? Now, I'm not saying Barack's the only president that have got kickbacks and stuff, because other presidents have, but for God's sakes, Barack, think for a second. We wouldn't need your forced health care if we didn't have so much bullshit in our food. Come on, people. Rise up. Rise up and tell people no. Tell them you're not going to stand forward no more. You gotta rise to the occasion. You don't pick it. You fucking say no. You don't stand out there with your little sign. Ooh, look at me with my sign. Fuck that. You say no. You say we're not going to do it. We're Americans, people. We're Americans. We took a country that wasn't ours. It was the British. We were British colonies, and we weren't being represented. And we stood up. We rose up to the occasion, people. And now, so many more injustices are being done at home than what we dealt with. But we just sit back and take it on the chin. We can't take it on the chin anymore. Rise up and say no. Now, that was pretty serious. The Reverend's going to talk now about a couple more lighthearted things. I saw Iron Man 3 the other day. People, there's a twisted Iron Man 3 that made me want to puke. This movie could have been better than 2. But the twist with the Mandarin, oh my God. Oh, if you're a comic book fan, you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it, people. Oh, Lord, it's not a good twist. I won't tell you what it is. I won't ruin it for you. But it took a movie that was probably an 8 and made it a 6, a 5.5. It could have been good, but that twist, it sucked. And I also got to give a shout out to the Cardinals. Look at that. St. Louis, #1 in baseball. We got a terrible pitching bench. Our relievers are junk, but our pitching staff is filled with aces. We got a good fielding team. We got a good hitting team. We got the Cardinals rose to the occasion and are #1 in baseball. Now I know it's May, it's not September, but we're going to do big things, people. We're going to do big things. the Reverend has for this Sunday. He again wants to wish all you mothers out there Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day from Reverend Rackers and the DP Ministries. And remember, while you're sitting back this week at your jobs, hopefully, or sitting at home getting money from the government, whatever you're doing, hopefully you got jobs. I want you to think about a couple things. Think about the things that you can help with. Can you send the Reverend money to get him a badass backdrop? Could you donate a little of your time? Could you, in fact, maybe help the Reverend with another project he's looking to get into? The Reverend's looking to start a band again, people. The Reverend's looking to play some music. So let him know if you out there want to play some music too. Well, Reverend Rackers, DP Ministries, good Sunday, Happy Mother's Day, good time.